for next week. So let's look at the website first. If anyone looking to join us for group membership or looking for one-on-one training, just simply go to techtradingacademy.com, check the membership levels, and you're gonna see levels are there. For group training and for one-on-one training, if you're looking for one-on-one training, just simply fill that form and send that form to me for further information. If you're looking for information even for group membership, just fill that form to fill that form and send that form to me for further information. If you're looking for social sites where you can follow me for trade setups, ideas, and updates, you can get all these from my you know YouTube channel in the description box, or you can get all these links from my TradingView profile. Just go to my TradingView profile, Wave Trader, and look at the signature box. You're gonna get all these links from there. All links are there. Now let's look at the setups for next week. So dollar index. So dollar index, hopefully you guys remember that dollar index is just pushing lower on a bigger time frame chart. Okay, so we are still within the bearish trend and it's pushing lower. So we are looking for it to correct there and stay trending to the downside or bounce back. All right, so bounce back and go back up to 99 or visit the $100 mark again. So that's the dollar index chart. Okay, bigger time frame, still trending to the downside. So there we are looking for it to break the trend and reverse, go back up, or go into another correction like these previous corrections, go into another one and drag lower for another leg lower. Okay, and then from lows, from the previous lows, bounce back for reversal. Okay, so a kind of neutral analysis we're gonna have on the market this week. So major assets are trending and setting up a reversal or going into correction for more downside or more upside. All right, so we were looking for last week, if you guys remember that, okay, we were looking for this to form correction over there, continue to go higher or go down for another leg lower. Okay, so we are still in this correction and price is still pushing lower. It has retraced 100% back to that low. Okay, so once market gonna open, there are lower time frame corrections. Just look for those corrections to keep pushing higher aggressively, dollar to breakout and keep pushing higher aggressively for upside, break that top and reversal. Okay, if not and price is going to struggle this trend line, close to that trend line, okay, back to this previous trend, so another leg lower. Okay, so this move to happen, if price struggle not going to go higher, okay, then another leg lower. If I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, then there are corrections. So we got very good numbers on non-farm payroll numbers. All right, NFP numbers were pretty good, and we are having some strength after that. Okay, now that strength to stay there. So this 15-minute correction to complete. All right, this correction is just forming. Okay, so this next leg buy after having that correction, if not breaking higher, okay, and price is going to visit these lows again, so look for counter trend trade, reverse, dollar to reverse. So that's the dollar index. All right, so euro dollar is very much same. If we're going to look at the bigger time frame analysis, all right, so we were looking for it to reverse from the bottom, now correct over there and stay trending for upside or fall back to these lows again. Right, a kind of neutral analysis on the euro dollar also. Okay, but we are bearish on the euro dollar. We are bearish, and as said last week, you're looking into to drop. All right, so you're looking it to do that. Okay, so we have seen correction there, correction there. All right, form another one and stay trending, or reverse for longer term to the downside back to these lows. So I'm going to look at the lower time frame. All right, so I'm going to look at the lower time frame, further lower, same like the dollar index. So we were bearish on the 1.19. We were looking to sell. We're looking it to go down from 119. So it's going down. And once market gonna open, you look in this 15-minute correction to form and price to keep pushing lower. All right. And a longer term reversal. So this 15-minute correction to complete, and this trade and euro dollar to go all the way back to the lows. All right, so currently their fundamentals are not good for the dollar strength these days. If we're gonna look at the fundamentals are saying that we're gonna have more weaknesses on the dollar. All right, but that's not true. All right, when we see trend, you're always gonna see corrections. So if the dollar has set up for the longer term reversal, then at least there's going to be a deeper correction. So the way I'm showing, all right, so if you see that the correction is forming over there, okay, then another leg higher. Currently we are not anticipating, we are anticipating reversal. All right, okay, so if you see that another correction forming like that, another leg higher, another correction forming, another leg higher. All right, so that's price gonna set the trend for longer term for upside. We are not looking that, we are looking more downside all the way back to these lows. So lower time frame, 15-minute time frame, which I have just shown you, keep close eyes on that. So dollar chief is also a bearish bullish chart. Okay, so it has broken the previous low. All right, so this is going to be a longer term trade, longer term reversal on the dollar chief. Okay, so we were anticipating a bounce off on the dollar chief and then reversal. So we have seen bounce off on the dollar chief from these previous lows. All right, we have seen a bounce off last week. All right, so we have seen another leg lower or correction, 100% retracement, and then rise again on the dollar chief. But rise is not so aggressive for upside. All right, so first of all, let's look at the bigger time frame. So chart is very much same like the dollar index and euro dollar. Okay, we still may see another leg lower on the dollar chief. Okay, but we are not currently anticipating, as I said, we are looking for a reversal or a deeper correction. So another correction, something like that there, and trending move like that. All right, are you looking for it to go back all the way back to that top? So simple analysis, no need to be confused on the dollar chief chart. Okay, now let's look at the lower time frame for next week. Let's go there, further lower. Okay, so once market gonna open, you're looking for this to stay trending and dollar chief to keep pushing higher. So this is gonna be a counter trend trade on all dollar pairs. Okay, so you're looking dollar to get strong. All right, so currently everyone is selling dollar. Yeah, so sell is crowded. A lot of sellers are there in the on dollar. All right, the dollar gonna bounce off. So you're looking, once market gonna open, you're looking it to bounce off because there are gonna be potential on dollar for more upside. All right, so if you're gonna go with the trend, if you're gonna sell the dollar, yeah, so you have to take your profit off every time, and dollar gonna go lower. All right, so the bigger trade gonna be to the opposite side. The bigger move gonna be to the opposite side. All right, so if you're looking for a bigger move, then you should start looking to counter those weaknesses. So if you are not looking for big moves and only looking for small moves, all right, then you should trade trending. You should sell the dollar for short term. All right, So you're looking for, once market gonna open, you're looking for this to break out and reverse, as I said. Okay, so reverse for longer term for upside. And once you're gonna have more corrections, then you can add more for upside. So that's the the dollar shift chart. Now let's look at the dollar yen chart. Okay, so dollar yen, as I said, if you're looking for short small trades, then you should trade trending short term. But if you're looking for big moves, then you're looking for strength on the dollar. Okay, dollar to reverse. So dollar yen is going down. All right, dollar yen is going down. So if I'm gonna look at the let me check if I do. Yeah, there you got. So that was the old chart. Okay, so this expanding triangle to go lower. So we had that move was pretty slow, and yeah, no, it's setting up for this move. So move has already started. All the way go back to that 112 target, all right? Or complete the move up to 109 and then drag lower for, there is a bigger flag on the dollar yen chart. All right, so if I'm going to look at the recent chart, that's the recent trade you are looking. Okay, so it's already set up for reversal, bounced off very nicely from the lows. Okay, setting up for a correction. Okay, broken out on Friday for during the non-farm payroll. Okay, now that trend to continue to go higher. Okay, yeah, and break that bigger ABC move, bigger WXYZ, whatever you want to call that, WXY or WXYZ there. All right, Z there, yeah, or WX. All right, so WXY XZ there. Okay, and go back up to that top. So that's a bigger flag. All right, so update is not there. So we do have updates in our room. So on a lower time frame, you look in. All right, so dollar yen to go there. Okay, so that's the chart. There you're looking. So we're gonna look at the lower time frame. Then on a lower time frame, it has already broke out. So we are already long in it. All right, I have shown you I think charts last week. We were looking for that reversal. These charts are there in the channel. So there are more, people, search short-term trades, right? They go after for short-term trades. So we are not short-term traders, all right? So we look for trades for longer term. So if I'm going to look at the dollar yen chart, all right? So this is the chart which I want to show you. Okay, so we were looking for dollar yen to go down. It went lower. Okay, then we were looking for it to reverse from the bottom. I think I have shown these charts last week. So we were looking for reversal on the dollar yen from the bottom. We got a strong aggressive move. All right, then I have posted that chart, broken out aggressively. So we were already, we are already long on it on the dollar yen from these lows. Okay, now the next chart is this. Okay, so the flag is already broken out at there. Yeah, so pushing higher. So you're looking, 15-minute flags, the flags which is going to form over there when market gonna open. All right, so those flags to form, these 15-minute flag to form, and price to stay trending for upside. All right, so once market gonna go back to the previous top. All right, so simply look for it to break the top and stay trending, or simple ABC move to form over there. All right, so dollar yen, every time when it come close to the previous low, start looking for buy. All right, so there you got. Okay, if do not continue, do not break that top, do not form the next impulse over there like that. Okay, do not go trending. This move is not going to happen over there. Then look for a bigger correction during the week. Right, bigger correction, retest these lows and stay trending for upside. Every time and dollar yen goes back to the previous lows, stay trending. All right, these previous lows, stay trending. Look for it to reverse for upside. So dollar yen going to be a good trade in next coming days to weeks. All right, so hopefully you are already long on it, guys. That's a good chart to watch. or longer term reversal. Okay, so New Zealand dollar, US dollar, very much seem like the other dollar pairs which I have just shown you. Okay, so reversal, not a deeper reversal all the way back to these lows, just a bigger correction. Okay, a bigger correction. When I say bigger correction, that bigger correction, let's go to the bigger chart first. All right, let's look at the previous recession. All right, so there you have seen previous recession. Okay, there within these areas, that's the liquidity shortage. All right, on dollar, so dollar aggressively get stronger. All right, and then we have seen intervention from the central banks, zero interest rate policy, then reversal. Okay, dollar went lower and the other currencies get stronger. So something like that kind of correction, a bigger correction. All right, if not that kind of a bigger correction, then at least something like that kind of correction. Okay, weekly correction, daily to weekly correction on these currencies, and then trending for upside, then dollar to stay to get weaker. So make sure you keep that thing in your mind. All right, so something like that kind of a bigger correction over there. If you remember my bigger weekly chart, okay, when price was at the lows, when everyone hands were shaking, when everything was just going down. If you remember my bigger weekly chart, when prices were there within these areas, what I was saying, okay, that's the longer term chart you should keep in your mind. Okay, if you remember, if you were attending weekly market outlooks there when prices were there, then hopefully you understand that what's happening right now, where market is going right now. Okay, so um, not that move. Okay, we are not looking that move anymore at the moment, in case if something unusual is going to happen. All right, when I say unusual, you can say that, let's say, a war kind of scenario, then we may see strength on the dollar. All right, or 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 another pandemic, all right, or another great lockdown. All right, we are just experiencing great lockdown. All right, when someone gonna write the history, they're gonna use these words. All right, they're gonna say that we had a great lockdown. All right, so humankind never experienced that kind of lockdown before. This is the first time, you know human humans have experienced this. So we are still experiencing great lockdown. Okay, if that kind of scenario is going to happen in the world again, yeah, then we may see strength on the dollar again. So shortage, so longer term dollar to get weaker, right? But short to medium term, a deeper correction is necessary, is very important. All right, so let me remove that. Okay, so this is what you are looking. Okay, a deeper correction, let's say back to these lows, or 50% retracement of that trend. Okay, so for next week we are already short on the kiwi. Okay, so we are already short on the kiwi, and chart is already there. You can get all these chart from my Telegram channel, or you can get these chart from at Twitter. Let me check if I do have yeah, this chart might be on, yeah, there you got. All right, so this is what we are looking. Okay, to New Zealand dollar to go down. It's a counter trend trade on the New Zealand dollar against the trend which we are having right now on the New Zealand dollar. So yeah, so this move we are expecting to happen this week or maybe next week. All right, so if we're not going to get this move and price is going to push higher, okay, it's tradable with the trend. Okay, but again, we're going to be counter, we're going to start looking into counter the kiwi, and a deeper correction on the New Zealand dollar. How what kind of that correction gonna look like, we'll see. That we are currently experiencing expecting an expanding triangle correction on everywhere. All right, this kind of, yeah, there you got. All right, similar kind of correction, deeper correction. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, okay, so this is the chart. Okay, this is the trade you are looking as the trade. So let's go to the lower time frame. Okay, price is already pushing lower. Once market gonna open, yeah, these tiny corrections are already there. So you look in these tiny corrections to keep pushing lower. All right. So we got some good news over the weekend. Donald Trump signed executive orders to extend the the stimulus package, which I mean, the unemployment claims they have extended. A lot of things are there in that executive order. So that's a good news for the market, all right, for the risk assets. So we are looking some strength on the 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 dollar, all right, and a bigger correction on the equities. So you look in these 15-minute corrections to, yeah, it has already dropped from the top. Okay, we were expecting that correction to break down. We were expecting a bigger correction over there, price to retest that top, or 88% retracement of that, okay, or 7-8%. Yeah, so looking for this flag to break in. So we got a breakout, it's pushing lower. Okay, so once market open, you are looking for this to break down aggressively and continue to go lower. So you don't see that, okay, continuation to the downside, and price is pushing for another corrective move for upside. Okay, so simple, short-term buy gonna be over there for this move, short-term buy. Yeah, this corrective move again like that should be there. Okay, not so aggressive. Okay, this aggressive move gonna go for another leg higher, the leg which I have just shown you on a bigger time frame. Okay, and then flat formation or retest these tops, and then again counter trend trade. So in my, if I'm gonna explain this in a simple words, then you are looking sell, okay, on the New Zealand dollar around 67 areas. Okay, if I'm going to make it more simple for you, every time when you see that the price is coming close to these areas, you're looking to drop, counter trend trade. All right, and the trend to break down. All right, so this bigger, it's a bigger correction at the moment. All right, this whole move. So you're looking at to break down and go for a deeper correction over there. So counter trend trade again this week. All right, counter, and same on this chart too. Okay, counter that too. Okay, so we are having another triangle formation over there, and once price gonna tag this previous bottom, watch price action there at these lows. Okay, if hold, bounce off, another leg higher, and then again form a correction, go higher, or go down this deeper correction. So we are expecting this. Okay, this is more likely than rather than this up move. This is more likely that wave, high probability move. So that's what you are looking. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, we were looking this to drop too from the top. Okay, so another correction is already there on the 15-minute time frame, it to break down. Okay, this tiny trade there, okay, that tiny trade, and once price gonna tag that low, this to break down very, very aggressively and keep pushing lower. Okay, if don't break down and bounce off, all right, short term buy, go back up with this trend. Okay, that trend back to that top or next leg higher. Okay, there is a correction. So once market gonna open, you simply look in this 15-minute correction to break down, and arrow is showing where to go. So that's the dollar, Australian dollar, all right, and a deeper pullback on the dollar CAD too. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the 2-day chart, let's go to this chart. All right, so dollar, since I posted these charts on the dollar is since then dollar is getting weaker. All right, these two-day charts. So since dollar is getting weaker, so a deeper pullback, all right, a strength on the dollar for short to medium term. All right, so something like that kind of move you are looking. Okay, go up to that top and then stay trending. All right, or a bit deeper. All right, a bit deeper and then drop. So this is also going to be a counter trend trade. Okay, this trend, you are trying to counter that trend and going with this longer term trend. All right, so that's the dollar CAD chart. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, very much same like the other dollar charts. All right, other dollar charts. So last week, if you remember that, I have shown you a flat formation. Okay, this kind of flat formation. So we're still expecting that move. Okay, we are still expecting that move. All right, this trade, still looking for that trade to happen on the dollar CAD. All right, so you're looking to counter that trade. So as I said before, If anything is going to happen, unexpected, things are going to happen in the world, then we're going to see strength on the dollar against the CAD. All right. So you all guys know that what's happening with the US China. They are just having you know war. Okay, so some saying that they are having a tech war, some saying they are having a cold war. All right, but they are fighting. Simply, they are fighting. All right. So what Americans are doing, they are you know putting bans on the Chinese companies. All right. So far they have banned 40 companies, 40 Chinese companies. All right. So Hawaii Huawei is on the top of the list, all right? And Donald Trump already signed an executive order that WeChat and TikTok, they can operate up to next until next 45 days. After that, they're gonna you know ban them, or they have to sell their business to the Americans, all right? American companies. So this is telling us that where these two giants are heading, all right? Okay, so if this is going to get worse, all right, so your safe haven's gonna rise, all right? So safe havens, metals are still strong, metals rising, equity is rising, all right? Yen is not getting strong, chief is not getting strong, all right? Dollar is not getting strong. These currencies gonna get strength if these two giants are uh, you know get relations are getting worse between these two giants, all right, between these two countries. So just turn to be bullish if any bad news is coming, all right? So start looking for safe havens. Okay, so you look in that chart, and a deeper pullback on the dollar CAD, and yeah, so same analysis like other. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, we got a good numbers, we were looking at the pullback, all right? We got a correction over there, another correction over there. Okay, so another correction to form, and this to stay trending for upside. Okay, first of all, test that top, okay, and break above that top. All right, break above that top and go all the way back to these levels. Okay, so 3750. All right, so you're looking the move to go up to 3750 or slightly beyond that. Okay, that's your dollar CAD chart, pound dollar. Okay, so a pound to drop against the dollar. All right, as I said before, last week, you look in price to chart is already there. Okay, if I'm going to look at the pound dollar chart is already there. Chart should be there. Okay, so should be on the TikTok. All right, on the sorry, on the Twitter. All right, so there you are looking. Okay, that's the previous old chart. We were having this crash, and since then we are having correction, you can say that, or recovery. Okay, now there, as I said, okay, correction there, another one like this one or like that one, and then trending for upside or a deeper drop on it. All right, a deeper drop on it. I'm gonna look at the next chart. All right, this chart. Okay, that move completed. You guys have seen that last week. So the next chart is this updated chart. All right, so just copy paste that stuff there. Okay, this move. Okay, this move, all right, or sharp move all the way back to 22 or 120. All right, okay, if we are not going to see sharp move and the move is going to be another corrective like this previous corrective, yeah, then next leg go higher. So let me go to the lower time frame. Okay, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, and once market gonna open, you look in these corrections which are already developing over there, that these corrections too break down and continue to go lower. Okay, so correction is already happening over there. Good numbers were there on the non-farm payroll. We were expecting good numbers. Okay, this ABC move to get slightly deeper and then break down aggressively like that and then continue to go lower. Okay, this breakout to happen there. So if breakout is not coming on the pound dollar, okay, and it is going to visit the previous top 32 again, that top, okay, so look for it to drop from that top. All right, simply you watching this previous price, okay, on the pound, okay, this previous price to hold and price to go there, okay, not too much deeper, just visit the 21, 22 with those areas, okay. So still there are problems between the the EU and the UK. All right, so we don't have any deal yet. Okay, how they're gonna have their relations after this December? So still talks are happening. So again, we're gonna have uncertainty. So that can drive the pound lower against the dollar. So dollar loves uncertainties. Okay, so that's what you're looking. So very much same analysis on the the pound yen as well. Okay, so we may see a small push up there like that. Okay, and again correction like the previous one. Okay, and then continuation or a deeper pullback up to these areas up to 32. All right, so counter trend trade against this trend, the trend which we are having right now. So just, you know, look for this previous top. Okay, so currently we are having correction for upside. Okay, this is a simple correction, easy correction, easy. You all can see that. Yeah, it can push up back to that top or next leg. All right, so you look in price to, there is a correction, okay, at the moment. All right, once market gonna open, you look in that to break down aggressively. If not breaking, go test that top and then drop again. So you look in pound yen to go lower to a correction, all right? So similar correction like this previous one, all right? And or the analysis which I have made last week, all right? What was the analysis? ABC move there, all right? This ABC move, same analysis this week as well. So once you're gonna sell it from that top, make sure you understand that it slightly can push up, okay? It can break out for next 15 to 1 hour time frame lag, okay, before going to get down. So watch price action accordingly before you're gonna jump into the trade. All right. So bearish on the pound yen too. All right, but bullish on these charts, okay? Bullish on this chart. So you're looking it to go higher, the pound Australian chart to reverse for upside. Okay, so lower time frame analysis were there. That was the lower time frame analysis. Hopefully you guys are already long on it from these lows, all right? And last week we were expecting this to break out. We got a trade on it, okay, but we did not, see more upside. And then we were anticipating it to either go into a bigger correction. First of all, the expanding triangle which I have asked you to look for last week, all right? So we are having that expanding triangle in play right now, all right? So once market gonna open, same analysis, you look in the expanding triangle to keep pushing higher, or simple correction is just there. Okay, bigger time frame analysis, you got this. Okay, so simple bullish leg over there. Okay, not too much complications. All right, and let's straight away go to the lower time frame. Once market gonna open, you look in this ABC move or expanding triangle, this expanding triangle or this ABC move. Okay, this to go there, this is next leg, the leg you are looking. Australian dollar to get weaker and pound to go higher against the Australian dollar. All right, so if you are not going to see that next leg over there, okay, let's say this next leg is not going to happen and price is going to visit these lows again. All right, so stay bullish, let the price come down, let the price test these areas, and you are looking it to reverse for upside. All right, so I'm gonna look at the lower time frame too. Okay, so you're looking it to continue to go higher. So let's go to the lower time frame. All right, so further lower. All right, so price is, struggling over there. All right, let that to correct or test these lows again. Okay, let that to correct or test these lows again. You're looking it to continue to go higher. All right, so that ABC move to break out and pound Australian dollar to continue to go higher. So very much same analysis on the pound New Zealand dollar too. Okay, so go higher. How far it goes, we'll see that. Okay, but go higher next week when market gonna open. So what was the last week analysis? Correction to breakout and continue to go higher. Correction formed over there and went higher, but again went into a bigger correction. All right, so this next leg, once market gonna open, you're looking it to continue, stay trending. All right, another leg higher like that. So simply look for it to hold. It is holding the previous low. All right, so if I'm gonna same analysis like the pound Australian dollar. Okay, 15-minute correction is already forming over there, breakout and trending. Continue to keep pushing higher. If not breaking out, okay, testing these lows. Short-term sell is possible over there, all right? You can trade for short-term from these tops after watching price action on a lower time frame, okay? Back to these lows and again trending, okay, all right? So this move to continue for more upside. So bullish on the pound against the Kiwi and Uzi. So the the pound sorry, Australian dollar and chief Uzi chief, they are, this is setting up for a breakdown. All right, this chart is setting up for a breakdown, so it's struggling to push more higher. Not this chart, all right? So Australian dollar is struggling against the safe haven. All right, and we may see, you know, a quick sell on Australian dollar against the safe havens. So simply you look in, there is a correction, okay, this daily correction to break down aggressively. Okay, this daily correction to break down and Australian dollar against the shift to go a bit deeper, right? Back within these areas or all the way back to that low. So how to trade, all right? If you already into the sell from the top, then great. Okay, this ABC move, all right? Very much same chart like the Australian dollar, euro and Australian dollar. Yeah, so that chart is there. So very much same like that. Let me look at that chart. So if you have already got that trade from the lows, then you did a good job on this UZ chief. All right. So there you see. All right. So if you both are same chart, this ABC move or WXYZ and bounce off. All right. So if you got the long here and you got the long on the Uzi chief, you're looking this expanding triangle formation to continue next week to keep pushing higher. All right, this is what you are looking. All right, another leg higher. This is what you are looking. Last week we were, you know, looking for short-term sell from there. This one more drop back to that low. Okay, we are still expecting, you know, another leg lower back to these lows. Get this leg to happen. All right, so those who are not into the buy side from the lows, they can get into the trade for upside. All right, so both chart are same. Uzi chief and euro Australian dollar chart both are same. So all right, so go back up for another leg higher and then drop as I have shown you short on the other Australian, you know, Uzi charts. All right, then that one more up leg possible, but less likely. All right, so if it is going there, you're looking it to draw from that top. All right, so if it is not going to tag that top, then the 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 daily correction which is just there to break down that to lower. All right, so let me, okay, look at this daily chart. Okay, so this to break down, go down, this daily chart. Okay, this daily correction to break down. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, all right, so very much seem like the euro Australian dollar. Okay, you see that the same pattern, expanding triangle, that expanding triangle to keep pushing lower. So currently prices on both chart, prices are at a tricky level. All right, tricky level, or you can say that testing the previous low where price can bounce off and can go back of another high within that flag. All right, so when you're gonna trade within these areas, okay, make sure you trade with care for either direction, for buy or for one more leg lower. So kind of we are not looking for buy on it, all right, at the moment on the Uzi Chief. We are looking for a short-term sell on the only on Euro Australian dollar, right? Both chart are same. So we still can see another leg lower on the Euro Australian dollar. We still can see another leg higher on the Australian dollar and Chief. Okay, if that another leg is going to happen, that will create a good opportunity to go short again from this impulse, all right, from these levels. Okay, the way, let me go back to this chart. All right, so if I'm going to click on this chart, how do I know that price gonna reverse from there? Just based on that trend line, or on a couple of numbers are over there, like fib lines. Okay, so based on the price section, we can see that the price can reverse from there. Okay, the price action we have seen in past. Okay, the price action people were buying over there. Yeah, corrective price action, aggressive price action, and then aggressive buy came over there. So we may see sell again from that top. Okay, this area, this previous top. So you're watching it, and so far you're watching it to break down at these levels. Okay, this correction or the expanding triangle. So trade with care at these levels, at the current levels. Okay, so both charts are same. So euro pound, okay, bearish, yeah, but neutral bearish, very much same like the last week. We still can see another leg higher. Okay, we are in a daily correction. Okay, daily or weekly correction, you can say that we still can see another leg higher before we're gonna get down. So as I said before, as I said last week, so if you're selling the euro pound at the current level, make sure you sell it with care. Okay, it can bounce off for one more leg higher. Okay, as I have shown you short on the pound dollar. All right, so we may see another leg higher, the short-term trade for next week. All right, so watch it how far it goes, and then again start looking for sell on it. Okay, so short-term bullish and from top bearish. So don't sell it from the current price on more downside. It is still in a correction for one more leg higher. So short-term bullish and then bearish. So euro chief to go down, as I said before last week. Let me go to the bigger time frame. Bigger time frame is still same. All right, we may see that lag from the current price. All right, the possibility is very less likely. So you're looking it to go down or retest the 105 area. All right, so euro chief to retest the 105 area, and then again when central bank gonna start to intervene in this you know pair, and then you start looking for buy. Okay, so look in that trade, this move, right, up to these lows 105. So when you're gonna sell the euro chief, all right, for a downside, make sure you understand that this chart is being manipulated by the central banks. All right, so you are trying to trade against them. You're trying to against the Swiss National Bank. They want to hold this level. They currently they haven't announced that officially, all right, but we can see price action. All right, they are trying to hold these levels. They are trying to hold the euro against the chief. All right, they're trying to weaken their currency against the euro at these areas. So you are selling it for short term to the downside. All right, make sure you understand that. You are, if it keeps going aggressively, you can extend your target for more downside. All right, but first of all, look for it to hold 105. All right, so short term sell from 185 from these tops, or from the current price, go lower for one more drop back to that low. And once you're gonna see that the price gonna start to hold these levels. All right, so price was holding these levels, all right, and then start looking for it to reverse. So short-term sell on it with the previous trend, and once price can attack the 105, then again go higher. All right, there you can see that Swiss National Bank was intervening over there. Okay, they were intervening over there. They were trying to hold this level 105, yeah, there, or 106. And then we have seen aggressive move for upside. So same again. Okay, so short-term sell with the previous trend, and once price gonna tag these previous lows, you're looking at to reverse from those lows. Pound CAD is a very much same analysis like last week. It's a sideways market, all right, and you're looking for this to go down. Okay, back within the sideways market. So on a lower time frame, short term, one more up move. All right, so short term, there was a buy setup. We were looking that flag to break out and go higher, so it's going higher. All right, slowly going higher, and currently looking price to complete that move. Okay, that leg up back to this previous top or slightly higher than. Okay, and then start looking it to go back within this sideways market. All right, so start selling it from these areas, those tops. Okay, so it is in a sideways market, so stay bearish for sideways market on this chart. Okay, so Australian dollar and CAD is setting up for a very good trade. All right, that's how market behaves normally. Okay, 2007, 2008. All right, so liquidity issues, went lower, CAD went higher. Uzi went lower, CAD went higher, and then recovery. Okay, so it went lower. All right, so recession. If I'm gonna look at this chart, recession started since then. All right, so since 2017. Okay, so since then it is going down. Yeah, now it is reversing from these lows. All right, so what this chart needs to do, as I said, we need a bigger correction. All right, because just look at that, how easy these charts are to understand. That there are only two cycles, guys. There is no problem to understand these charts. All right, so prices, these are the extreme level. Okay, that's the extreme level of this chart. Okay, that's the extreme level of this chart. When price gonna go these levels, that this is gonna give you an idea that nothing is perfect in the world. All right, everything is bad in the world. Okay, when price gonna go there, this is going to tell you that everything is perfect in the world. All right, now let's get ready for worse. All right, worse is going to come. So only two cycles. Okay, recession, recovery, recession, recovery. So currently we are in a recovery cycle, and prices are or we can say that intervention from the central banks, and they are trying to put more money in the system. Yeah, and trying to save the system. All right, so putting more money, creating more money, and putting that money into the system. That's why you have seen uh, weaknesses on the dollar and strength on the other currencies. Some people is going to say that Australian dollar is rising because metal is rising. All right, metals are rising, commodities are rising. All right, but that's not true. All right, so that's not true. Maybe it's true for them. All right, but that's not true in my opinion. All right, there are only two cycles. One is recovery and the other one is the recession. We just hit the bottom in March. All right, in March and April, and now we are having recovery. A lot of money is coming into the system from the central banks. All right, everything is um, inflating. All right, everything is just going higher. Zero interest rate policy. Yeah, you can you can have a loan from the central banks and governments, and you can start business. All right, so that's the actual goal. All right, that's the goal, to give people free money to create more business activities. All right, to create more business activities so that we can run the economic cycle. All right, so we are having that cycle right now. So what you are looking on this chart, all right, so short term, one more up move can happen over there. Currently it is happening. Okay, and whenever price goes higher to these previous tops, okay, or new high, so you're looking at to counter that. All right, so you're looking at to counter that, and Australian dollar to go back up within these areas. All right, so up to 50% go back there. So this is going to break down to, again, when you're going to sell it, when you're going to sell the Australian dollar against the CAD, so you're going to sell it against the trend. Okay, now that's the trend. Okay, you're going to counter that. All right, so in longer term it's going to drop. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, so every time when you see that the price is forming new high or testing the previous top, you're looking to counter that. Right, short term buy going to be over there, but the big move you are looking it to go down. All right, so there is no continuation formation or flag or something like that. Yeah, so avoid chasing those continuation formations on this chart. So simply put your horizontal ray and wait for, and put your uh, wait for that fish to come to you. All right, let the price tag that top and watch it to go down, or slightly goes higher. Yeah, if you're not gonna, I mean, if it is not going to drop for a big time, okay, at least you're gonna get that short-term trade. All right, counter trend trade, that's going to be a counter trend trade, but this is going to be decent short-term trade from the highs, all right, or from the previous top. So better to get into the trade from the high or from the previous top rather than chasing the price from current price to the downside. Okay, this is going to break down to the downside. Okay, so good luck and patience. All right, so when you're going to get into the market, patience, show patience. When you always going to go there, where is patience? All right, so this chart is also very much same, another leg lower. Okay, go down. How far it goes, we'll see. Okay, not expecting all the way back to that low, just expecting price to stay. Yeah, price is staying in a sideways. All right, so price is against the just look at that. That's the sideways market since, let's say, since 2013. All right, so you are having a sideways market, not a big rise and fall on this chart. Okay, so the highest price you have seen is the 98, and the lowest price you have seen, the recent low in couple of years, in last years. All right, so last in a decade, you can say that is the 80. All right, so it's a big sideways market. So those charts are best charts. Okay, currency charts are best charts to trade those who are, staying sideways. All right, so those charts which are staying sideways, they are best charts to trade. Right, the currency charts, they are best to trade. All right, because your risk gonna be limited on those charts. All right, your risk gonna be limited. You know that they're gonna go, back to, I mean, they're gonna go back to they're gonna retest the same areas again. All right, the same prices again. So this is a best chart. Uzi cat a best chart. Uzi New Zealand dollar is a best chart for, sideways trading. All right, or you can say that those who love to trade support and resistance. Okay, because prices stay sideways in these charts. You don't see trending, moves. So if you are looking for a trending trades, then prefer to trade on the in equities. Then trade on equities. There you're gonna see trending moves. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, so you're looking it to go down to very much same like the Aussie, cat chart. All right, so go back up and then drop, or correct over there and then drop. Okay, so better to stay bearish from the high. Don't chase the current price for more downside. Wait for it to get back to that top and then go down. All right, so price is currently 200 pips away from that top. All right, but it can test that top. So you're looking at to drop this channel to break down and continue to go lower. So Uzi Yen, as I said, Uzi Chief to break down, and this flag to break down to, okay, this flag to break down to that move to happen. So simply look for price to break down. Okay, so these tops where you can see my alert is there. So price to go there, break down, and continue to go lower all the way back to the previous lows, or 50% retracement of that move. All right, so 50% retracement of that move somewhere there. So set your target there. So you're looking at to go down to, so Kiwi Yen is also breakdown. Okay, Kiwi Yen is already break. These charts are there. All right, these charts are there, guys. So there. Okay, this is what we are looking. Uzi Yen to go down. All right, so last week, as I said, there was a correction. Okay, that correction to break down. So very much same like last week as well. There's a correction, like not expanding triangle, but went into a flag formation. So still go down. So Uzi Yen is also same. Okay, they are going down. All right, that's going down too. All right, so they are going down. So we are still looking, them to go down. All right, so deeper this move up to there, 50% up to there, go there. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, we are still within the last week correction. All right, so you look in this correction to slightly get bigger, go back up, test that top, and stay trending to the downside. If not, this correction is not breaking, price is going to visit that top again. Okay, so stay trending. on the Aussie yen and Kiwi yen. Stay trending, stay bearish. All right, just look at that, how strong that trend is right now. All right, how far this move goes, we'll see. Okay, but you are looking to target the 50% retracement of this previous move. Possibility exists that it can visit that low again, but for that we need something, you know, worse in the world. All right, so this is not a best trade. All right, but you're looking it to keep crawling lower back to these lows. All right, not a best trade, but the CAD yen to keep pushing lower. All right, a kind of neutral analysis. We are neutral on the chief yen too. So if I'm going to look at the euro New Zealand dollar, go back up. Okay, go back up. There is possibility that we can visit these tops again. All right, okay, go back up. So for next week, you are looking simply next leg. All right, next leg triangle is there. Okay, that next leg. So if price is going to visit that low, you're looking it to keep pushing higher. So that leg, guys. All right, so euro Oz, explain the Uzi chief, very much seem like that. All right, you see my structure over there. Okay, this move can happen over there up to that low. This is the move you're looking for. All right, again, if it tests, okay, chart I have just shown, you're looking for buy. So when you're gonna go for buy within these areas, make sure you understand the price action and manage your position really well. All right, and go higher. All right, so thanks, Paul. All right, so we were, we are having, good calls on the silver. We are having good call on the gold. We are having good calls on the Nasdaq 100 index. The perfect call we had on the Nasdaq 100 index. All right, so when people were shying, right, when people were, when their hands were, shaking, when they were afraid, all right, to buying the indices, we were buying in the indices at that time when everyone, all right. So if you, let me tell you again, this can happen again in future. When equities were dropping very very aggressively, you may, experience that at that time. Exchanges were using breakers. All right, they were using breakers. Yeah, because stock was falling very very aggressive, and they were using breakers to limit down that drop. That was the signal to buy the indices that time. So if in future, if it is going to happen again, yeah, if you know they are going to use breakers again on the equities, that will give you a signal that they don't want to see prices to go more lower. Yeah, they want to stop prices there where breakers, gonna hit in future. Start looking for buy. That's what has happened last time. All right, so if it is going to repeat in future again, that means central banks want to intervene. They don't want to see prices to go more lower. If prices are going to go more lower, it's going to be, difficult for them to to inflate the assets again. So that's going to be the signal for buy. So we were buying at that time when they were, using breakers. So the Nasdaq 100 index was a great call. Okay, we're gonna look at the indices. So this is the Kiwi Chief chart, very much same like the Euro New Zealand dollar chart. All right, so flat formation or expanding triangle. All right, so you look in this expanding triangle formation to break down and keep pushing lower. Okay, this area. All right, and keep pushing lower. If it goes all the way back to that top, short-term buy gonna be over there, but again you're gonna look for it to drop. Okay, so pound chief, very much same chart like the euro pound. Okay, one more leg, simply one more leg I have shown on the euro pound. Okay, one more leg, short-term, one more leg. Yeah, and then again go higher. So this flag to break up. So first of all, look for one more set. It's not a good setup. Okay, this chart is not a perfect these days. So I will I will suggest you to avoid trading on this chart these days. So if you still want to trade on this, then one more leg lower. Okay, better to trade on the pound pound dollar chart for short. So cat chief is not a best chart at the moment. Yeah, but you're looking for this correction to break out next week when market gonna open. Okay, so chief to get some relief, and cat chief to break out and go higher. So let me go to the others. Yeah, and then we're gonna look at these these charts. Okay, so natural gas. So natural gas is reversing now. Like weather is changing. Yeah, how the weather is going. Cold weather is coming, and natural gas is bouncing up. So it's a longer term chart. It's a weekly chart, all right. And natural gas is rising. Okay, finally natural gas is rising. It took a lot of time sitting over there, and now it's rising. Yeah, so the normally we see strength on the natural gas after the recession. Okay, if it is going to repeat that, then it has to go much higher, right? Not just $3. It should go much higher, the way silver and gold is doing right now. Okay, if you look at the 2007, 2008, okay, so after that you have seen a stronger move on it. All right, so it should repeat that. At least it should go up to 4 or 5. Okay, so if it is going to go 4 or 5, this is going to be huge. What fundamentals are saying right now, that there are a lot of supply. Okay, natural gas is everywhere. All right, so those who are those who are taking natural gas out from the earth, they are using flare called you know just burning the natural gas. I mean, useless. No, you know, no any use of the natural gas. All right. So currently fundamentals are saying that there are a lot of natural gas. Don't buy natural gas. All right. But you know there is a problem with the supply and demand. Okay, now we are having less supply at the moment. Yeah, and in next couple of months we're gonna have demand. Okay, demand gonna increase, which is gonna drive the price higher. All right, so demand supply is still going down. Supply is trying to catch the demand. Because of that, price is going lower. But in coming months we're going to have more demand and less supply, which is going to drive the price higher. So you're looking at it to keep pushing higher. Okay, if in case it is going to dip more, back a dip again close to these areas, 160, 170, 180, yeah, there are going to be opportunity to buy the natural gas for longer term. All right, so I'm going to look at the lower time frame, 4-hour time frame. Okay, another decent correction to form over there. There is a correction on lower time frame, okay, which is just trying to break out. Yeah, and we may see strong buying on the natural gas next week. Yeah, if not, then slightly get deeper correction. Okay, it seem like that deeper correction, and that correction to break out, continue to go higher like that. All right, so if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, yeah, when you're going to buy the natural gas above $2, all right, to think again. Yeah, when you're going to buy the natural gas above $2, yeah, first, if you can manage your position, then perfect. But if you cannot manage your position, yeah, then this is not a best price to buy the natural gas. Then wait for it to dip below $2. 180, 185, 190, these areas going to be good to go for long on the natural gas for longer term. Okay, so you're looking for this to get bigger correction, right, and continue to go higher. So far this simple ABC move, okay, which is just there, that to break out and continue to go higher. Those who are already long on the natural gas from the lows, you're looking at it to continue to go higher. Yeah, if it is going to dip back to 180, 170 within these areas, buy. All right, so look for buy. So oil to dip. All right, oil to dip for another leg lower. Okay, so this trade, short-term counter trend trade. All right, back to that low and then go higher. Breakup is possible. It can continue. So trade accordingly. Okay, trade short-term, sell accordingly. Same on both. All right, so counter trend trade on both UK oil and WTI. One more leg. We go into a expanding triangle, that bottom and then go higher. Okay, so S&P 500. Okay, so there are the good calls, Paul. All right, there, where exchanges were using, breakers. Those were the call. So if you want to learn something, just go and look at these lower time frame charts. All right, so how we did on the equities. All right, how we did on the equities. That, look at that chart, how aggressive that was. When you look at this chart, this sell, yeah, obviously you're not gonna buy when you're gonna, you're gonna see that kind of sell. Everyone was just selling. There was a lot of problem at that time. Okay, but it was creating opportunity. All right, that was creating opportunity. So it's going higher now. All right, so just look at these charts and you guys gonna learn something. All right, so we are still within that trend. All right, we are still within that bullish trend. All right, so all these charts are there, updates are there. So we are still, that was the last time chart. Okay, we are still within that trend. Okay, so we got a breakout, prices slowly pushing higher and trying to climb up to 34. So we are now having a, decent pullback on the S&P 500. Only 15-minute corrections are happening over there. Prices keep pushing higher. There was a free money on the indices, free money. Okay, we are still within that bullish trend. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the updated chart, so the updated chart needs to correct. All right, so this chart has to correct. So again, think twice when you are buying the S&P 500 at these levels for medium to longer term. Think twice. All right, indices are not at the best levels. All right, not at the best prices to buy. Okay, they are, extremely, specifically the US index, specifically the Nasdaq 100 index is, highly inflated. Okay, so a deeper, a deeper pullback is just there. So when you are buying the indices at these levels, buy for short term, 15-minute to 30-minute or even 1 hour time frame, and keep taking your profit off. Don't hold them for longer term, and wait for the deeper pullback. All right, the pullback which I'm showing over there on my chart. Wait for that deeper pullback and something like that. All right, once you're going to see that the pullback is happening, there's going to be opportunity to go with the trend. All right, and that trend can extend the S&P 500 up to 37. All right, 37 or beyond that. So first target was the 3400. Yeah, so we are just 46 points away, from 3400. That's going to reach. So bullish. Okay, so correction needed. So as I said, short term bullish, stay bullish on 15 to 30-minute time frame and wait for a deeper pullback, like 4 to daily pullback. That will create a nice buy opportunity for the next leg. So we don't have a perfect setup for the next week, but setup can form, all right, during the week. All right, so same on the Nasdaq 100 index. Okay, let me show you the chart. Even we did not expect that kind of strength. All right, just look at that, how stronger the move was on the Nasdaq 100 index. So that was the best, chart. You can see that was the best chart. Silver is also a best chart, but that was the best. All right, that was the best chart. Why that was the best? You all know that silver goes higher during the recession. Gold goes higher, yeah, metal goes higher. But to predict the indices to go higher when they were going very aggressively lower, that was the job to do. All right, everyone was just freaking out at that time when we were having a very aggressive sell on the indices. Yeah, everyone, big players were just watching and saying that prefer to hold cash, don't buy, don't buy. All right, so many of them missed, many big players, they missed the move. All right, so mm, again, it has extremely inflated, extremely overvalued. Okay, so it has to dip bigger. Just look at that. Just look at this chart. It's looking vertical. Just look at that, how it is looking, a vertical move. So when you're gonna buy at these levels, okay, you're gonna buy at these levels. So you shouldn't be a buyer for longer term. All right, like that. You should be a buyer only for short term, and you should keep taking your profit off. Okay, because that can happen at any time. Yeah, if not that, then at least a deeper pullback. All right, so expect that deeper pullback. Don't buy for longer term at the current levels. Only trade for short term and wait for. We were looking for this leg to happen last time. All right, so that has already happened. All right, and US tech was also dipping at that time, and that was creating a nice opportunity. So that move has already happened. Now you're looking for another correction there, something like that. All right, we were waiting for that move to happen. All right, when price was there, we were waiting for that move to happen when price was there. All right, just listen again. Okay, let me. Okay, if I'm gonna show you this chart, just look at that. When you look at this chart, all right, this is telling us that the price still can keep pushing higher. All right, or there is, there wasn't a setup simply for buying for buy. Okay, no buy setup. So we were waiting for this to dip. Okay, this move to happen and price to create opportunity over there and then go for next leg higher. All right, this leg, next leg. So I'm saying again, let the price to dip for another time, another pullback, another pullback like that. Once that's gonna happen, that's gonna create a buy opportunity again on the Nasdaq 100 index. All right. So short term, 15-minute time frame to 30-minute time frame is a still buy for short term. Yeah, and get ready for 4 to daily time frame correction. Okay, and then you can buy. So don't sell. All right, don't sell. They are not ready for sell. So EuroCAD. Okay, EuroCAD is a good chart to watch these days. This is what we were looking EuroCAD to go down. It went higher. All right, but we remain bearish on it, and we are still bearish. Okay, this is going to be a good opportunity too. So you look in this trade to happen. If I'm gonna look at the updated chart, okay, so this is the chart you're looking. Okay, that's gonna be a decent trade. So in recovery, this chart goes higher too. Okay, this normally this price goes, euro gets stronger when we have recoveries. All right, and there you can see. So whenever you're gonna sell euro cat, just keep in your mind that price slightly can push higher. All right. So we normally see strength on the euro when we have recoveries. So we're looking at it to go down. Okay, so there is the updated chart. This is what you are looking. All right, big move to happen. So in a lower time frame, there is a correction, price to push up. Okay, move is not pretty sharp to the downside, push up, go higher, and then break down. Okay, so keep eyes at the 158 area, 159.60. All these three tops are good to watch for the EuroCAD to go down for longer term. Okay, so I'm showing a big move to the downside. So good luck. Euro yen 2, all right, so Euro yen 2 very much seem like last week analysis. So the move is corrective for upside on this chart. All right, so that move to break down. Okay, so arrow is showing, you're watching it to drop aggressively from that top. Okay, and selling and adding more on corrections. Euro yen to go down to. So so silver is still pushing higher. Okay, this is the chart he was talking about. All right, so that's just taking off. So what's happening right now. All right, so this is what price is doing right now. All right, so aggressive move is just happening over there. So stay trending. Okay, so stay bullish with the silver, because silver is undervalued. Okay, and we may see aggressive strength like that. All right, so we may see aggressive strength on the silver like that at any time. It can spike up very, very aggressively. But when you're gonna go for buy silver on the current levels, on the current prices, always, use proper risk reward ratio, use stop loss. Don't trade without stop loss at these levels on the silvers. Okay, it can drop at any time as well. All right, so when it is gonna drop, when they're gonna be, you know a policy change from the Fed, all right, then we're going to see aggressive sell on the silver, and they're going to be, all right, so they're going to be a policy change from the Fed, all right, and we are also waiting for that. When that going to happen, that going to create a very nice sell opportunity on the silver and very nice sell opportunity on the gold, okay, but that sell opportunity is not there at the moment, okay. That's an opportunity going to be there then when there's going to be a policy change from the central bank. All right, so when they're going to say that they are going to raise the interest rate, that this is going to be a big change. They may take 1 year, they may take 2 years, they may take 3 years to raise the interest rate. All right, but they're gonna raise the interest rate at some point. When they're gonna see that, they're gonna be a very nice sell opportunity. You get longer term sell opportunity on the silver and longer term sell opportunity on the gold, but that is not there right now. So stay trending. It can rise very aggressively, can push up, and use proper risk to our ratio and look it to continue to go higher. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, you look in this correction which is just forming over there, that to complete and silver to go beyond 30, go up to 35. As I said, again, maybe those who are not experienced trader but they have buying and selling powers, yeah, don't know how to trade these days, all right, so make sure you guys trade with cares these days, all right, so don't buy silver and gold at these levels without stop loss, okay, you may pay a high price. So just trade with the trend, short term buying. If price keep pushing higher very aggressively, good luck, all right. And when stronger sell is coming from the previous high or new high, take your profit, okay. Stronger sell coming, take your profit, and like that. Stronger sell coming, take your profit. If stronger sell is not coming, price correcting, straight trending for more upside. Yeah, it can go up to 35, 35, 40, those areas. So gold, okay, so gold is also a trending chart, all right, so gold to continue to go higher, all right, it's clearly showing. Yeah, as I said, trade short term on these two metals, not longer term. Don't trade on these two metals for longer term. All right, so extremely strong and extremely overvalued, and trade for short term. All right, yeah, when you should trade for medium to longer term, when there's going to be a bigger correction like that, okay, then you should expect it to continue to keep pushing higher. If you're gonna trade for longer term, all right, and especially gonna trade without stop loss, all right, then that can happen, okay. If I'm gonna look at the palladium chart, that can happen, okay. Just look at this. It went higher up to 3000 and then again suddenly dropped when we have seen no demand on the palladium. It went up to 1500, right? So 1500 drop we have seen on this metal during the pandemic when there was no demand at all on this metal, okay. So that can happen on the silver, that can happen on gold, and it will happen, all right. You're not going to see trending moves, all right. The trending moves which are there right now, they are not going to stay there forever, okay. They're going to be intervention from the central banks, and they're going to bring prices down very aggressively. So trade for short term. Hopefully you understand that. Trade for short term, keep taking your profit off. Wait for pullback, buy for short term, take off your profit, okay. So triangle broke out, the symmetrical triangle last week, which I was asking you to look for. So next week another correction, short term buys, okay. Make sure you use proper risk to our ratio and stop loss over there. So Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar, okay. So longer term reversal, but one more drop to happen. So I will talk about later on, Victor. Let me look at the couple of assets, more assets which you have left over there. So you're looking it to go down, okay. So this trade back to that low or all the way back to these lows, okay. 103, 103, and on a lower time frame there is a still trending move, okay. So and it can push slightly higher like that, all right, like that, okay. Another leg higher, okay. So you're looking it to drop, sell from the top, So we have dollar peso, dollar peso chart, dollar peso chart. Yeah, as you guys remember, okay, after that tremendous strength. Let me go to the old chart first. Okay, after that tremendous strength on this chart, all right, tremendous strength. Okay, boom, very aggressive move we had seen over there. After that, what I was saying, we gonna have a bigger correction on this chart, if you remember, when we have seen strength. Okay, what I was saying, we gonna have a bigger correction. Okay, no, we are within that bigger correction. Very much seem like that. Okay, very much seem like that. And once that correction gonna complete, there gonna be another blow to this chart, another blow to this chart. Okay, like that, another blow to this chart. So uh, yeah, we are still within that correction. Not a best chart to trade these days. Okay, not a best chart to trade these days. All right, but we are bullish. Okay, so simply bullish. So you're looking into just every time when you see that the price is coming close to these lows, you're looking it to go higher. All right, this ABC move can come. All right, but bullish. Okay, so stay trending. That bigger correction can break out. Not a best chart to trade these days. Okay, this is also same. All right, we are in a bigger correction on the dollar, and I said before to you, wait for that, wait for a bigger correction. So we are in a bigger correction, all right, at these areas, okay, and that bigger correct trending move, okay, trending move. The rand to keep losing its value against the dollar in longer run. Okay, so on a daily time frame, correction can get bigger, all right. A kind of neutral analysis, not a one directional analysis which we are having right now. All right, so another leg lower and then go higher, not expecting that move. All right, so we are looking it to just keep pushing slowly back to that top. Okay, so you have to follow the lower time frame, 15-minute time frame, like I said last week, 15-minute chart to follow, same analysis like that. So on the indices, okay, so I'm quickly gonna go through the indices because time is short. Okay, correction and next wave. All right, so correction, let's go to the bigger time frame. All right, so slightly more bigger. On indices, pullback needed, go higher. Yeah, German 30, pullback, back to this bottom, expanding triangle, go higher. So CAC 40, keep pushing higher or test the previous bottom, previous low and go higher. All right, so UK 100 index, FTSE, hold the bottom, keep pushing higher. All right, so stock 600, keep pushing higher slowly. All right, and Euro stock, keep pushing higher slowly. Nikkei index, keep pushing higher slowly, or go into triangle, which you see there. All right, so Uzi 2000, Uzi 200, sorry. Uzi 200, keep pushing higher. Platinum, same like silver. Okay, platinum is also taking off, same like silver. So aggressive breakout and continue to keep pushing higher. So if I'm gonna look at the current time frame, okay, lower time frame, go down. All right, so go down, another correction like last week, and our test this previous low, okay, and trending move for upside. That it is not at the best spot to buy. I just shown dollar rand, guys. I just shown. So palladium, palladium is going into a bigger correction, okay. So that's what we are having. Not the best chart these days, but if it is going to test these lows, let's say 1800, it will create a longer term buy opportunity. Yeah. So copper to go down. All right, copper has made its move. Copper to go down back to at least these levels. All right, so average price go there. Average price. If I'm gonna look at the daily time frame, all right, so we still may see another breakout for next leg. Many people are asking for the dollar rand. All right, so let me explain later on. Let me finish this first and I will look at the dollar rand, okay, and we'll show you the examples, couple of examples. what actually happening with the rand and the Turkish lira. Okay, so this one more up move still can happen, all right, but we are not currently looking that move, all right, so this to go down, all right, so go down. And the Bitcoin, what actually you have done on the euro rand? What have you done? You sold? don't don't sell them, all right, so don't, these currencies are not you can see that designed to sell. Rand is not designed to sell. I mean, Turkish lira is not designed to sell, and Rand is not designed to sell, or Chinese yuan is not designed to sell. All right. So Bitcoin, another leg lower. Okay, we are neutral bullish. We are neutral bullish on the Bitcoin. Okay, if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, it can keep pushing higher. We are not looking at buying on the Bitcoin at these levels. We are expecting another shock on the Bitcoin, same aggressive sell on the Bitcoin, go to these lows, all right, so 4,000 or 5,000 within these areas, and then longer term buying. Okay, another leg lower. So you can say that we are neutral currently on the the cryptocurrencies. Okay, so longer term buy on the dollar against the Hong Kong. So now let's look at this. Okay, let's look at these three currencies. This currency, dollar against the Chinese yuan, dollar against the rand, and Turkish lira. That's the Turkish lira, and we're gonna look at the rand too. Let's put that there. Okay, so use your brain, guys. Okay, so use your brain. Let's look at the Turkish lira first. Okay, if you do remember, and if you don't remember, then go to my you know, weekly market outlook. Yeah, and you know, November 2018 or November 2018 or yeah, within these areas. Okay, these dates. So just watch that. These dates. Okay, October to November weekly outlooks. If you do have time, go to weekly market outlook and just watch that when this was happening, what I was saying. All right, this move to happen. That move is happening. So we're gonna look at the lower time, I mean bigger time frame first. Look at that. This is just going into a one way. All right. All right. Normally you don't see that kind of move. All right. In the on major currencies against the dollar. Okay, you see on those currencies, which are simply struggling, against the dollar, or we can say that which are going against the US, all right, US policies, which are not, you know, you know, which are not accepting the US terms and conditions, all right. So their currencies gonna struggle against the dollar, all right. So or another words we can say that, another thing, another logic you can make over there is that they don't have enough reserves, all right, they don't have enough dollar reserves, and that's the reason their currency is not getting stronger. Or you can see that their central bank don't want stronger currency, right, they want weaker currencies, and because of that they are letting their currencies to get weaker against the dollar. Okay, so currently the problem with the rand, Turkish lira, is that they are having a lot of debts. All right, so especially South Africa, they have a lot of debts. All right, that lot of debts, and not having enough reserves. Because of that, their currency is just you know falling. So when their there is a longer term bullish trend on these currencies, then don't sell them. All right, even for short term, don't sell them. Let the price to pull back. Yeah, dollar peso is also same. Let the price, dollar peso is same. CAD NOK is also same. Let the price pull back, and once there's gonna be a correction, then let that correction to break, or look for that correction to continue to go higher. Yeah, so these currencies charts are very much similar like the equities chart. All right, indices charts, very much same like that. When you see trending moves on the indices, similar way you see trending move on these currencies. So don't sell them. Let the price pull back, let the price correct, and look for it to continue the trend. Okay, so same logic gonna apply on the dollar rand. Okay, if you are a seller there, you you think twice. Or even if you are having your savings in rand, okay, and you know looking to make a decision to move your savings into dollars, all right, then let the bigger weekly correction to happen. All right, once that correction gonna be there, then you can move your savings into dollar, or in another foreign currency. Okay, so you know this correction which I have just shown you, okay, but it will stay trending. Just look at this chart. There was a weekly correction. When we have some problems, it went into one direction. So similar thing gonna happen again in future. Okay, so when you are selling these currencies, then sell with care. Okay, so similar thing gonna happen. Now this dollar gonna go higher against the Chinese yuan. Definitely gonna go higher because there are a lot of problems going on. All right, so trade trending. Don't trade against the trend. All right, trade trending. Only look for buy on pullbacks when you see that the pullbacks are there. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame on the dollar, you know, rand and dollar rand. Okay, so keep lower time frame, keep pushing slowly higher, keep correcting 15-minute time frame, keep pushing higher. Yeah, stronger sell comes, let that complete the move. Okay, then again stay trending. So same gonna apply on the euro rand. All right, so euro rand is also very much same like this chart. Okay, so the content are in training stuff. We use patterns, classical chart patterns, structures, indications, indicators. All right, you're not gonna see indicators on my chart here. So indications, and you know we don't apply Elliott wave theory on our charts. All right, but we use that too. All right, we use that to sometimes when we like that. All right, so you can get that count from my S&P 500 chart. All right, we don't apply Elliott wave theory like the people do. All right, so Elliott wave theory is not going to move your chart. All right, Elliott wave theory, simply that theory is not going to move your charts. Okay, you understand a lot of things. All right, then you will be able to understand the movement of the market. All right, correlations, yeah, which way news flow is going, fundamentals, news. Okay, so just look at that, how accurately price is following that count. Okay, so just look at that. So still fifth wave is still going on, right? So fifth wave is still going on the, so we apply them sometimes when we like. So you're not gonna see Elliott wave application on my chart all the time. Yeah, you're gonna see patterns, structure, and that's it. And correlation, which is most important thing. Correlation is the most important thing in the market. All right, correlation is most important than anything. All right, at the moment, right now, especially after this recession, and we are going into the recovery phase. So correlation is very important these days. All right. So what we are having right now, okay, since April, sell the dollar, buy everything. Okay, sell the dollar, buy everything. All right. So for understanding this term, you need to spend a lot of time into the market. All right. To just understand this term, sell everything, I mean, sell dollar, buy everything, right? Currently, this is what's happening in the market. Everything is just going higher. Just dollar is just going down. Dollar is sinking. Okay, guys, have a good day. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back again in another week, in another weekly market outlook. Until then, bye bye, and have a great event.